WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Today I have something from Ireland. This is the Currach. Currach single malt Irish whiskey, finished in, and then hold your horses please, Atlantic Kombu Seaweed Cask. Triple distilled, non-chilled filtered, 46% alcohol by volume. Atlantic Kombu Seaweed Cask, batch number 1. Bottle number 1430 and bottled March 2020. So this costs in Ireland 55 euros with duty and postage and handling and taxes and so on. It cost me 69 euros. I'm over here in Germany. Origin Spirits, created by the mastermind, let's call him that for the moment, Patrick Shelley. He has the Calic vodka, which is a big hit. And now he's going to try to do another one of his mastermind things with this. A Currach, we can actually see this here. It's a traditional boat, actually in Ireland, made from wicker, and you had the different tar around it and so on. The monks used them way back when. It says here, fusion of tradition and innovation. Currach single malt Irish whiskey celebrates one of the oldest and most vulnerable boats in the world. The Currach was a vessel of knowledge that enabled the early Irish monks to explore distant lands while harvesting expertise. Handcrafted like our whiskey, these boats played a pivotal role in Irish life and commerce. All right, very good. So this is whiskey base number 154084. And this was actually matured in a first fill bourbon cask. Yay! And then it received a finish for 3 months in this seaweed cask. It was virgin oak, so they didn't try to rejuvenate a cask. It actually was a good cask at the beginning. And they charred it with seaweed, with this so-called kombu, or the kombu seaweed. Now, toasting is when you take usually infrared heat and you caramelize the sugars inside the cask. Very good, interesting things. Now, to be a bourbon, you need to have a charred cask. Charred means there's actually a flame that touches the wood and changes the wood to a char, which means it burns it. It turns it into active charcoal, and that active charcoal is there. You have a char 1, 2, 3, 4, which is the alligator, and some people actually down to 5, and so on. So what they did is they tried very, very different variations here, and they finally figured out that the 1, the 2, and the 3-month-old were actually very, very nice. And with number 4, the wood took over. So they said, whoops, 4 is too long. Let's do exactly 3 months. So we want to have that seaweed cask, this kombu character there. Now, this is a great whiskey to get advertising. Free marketing. There's a lot of PR going around about this. Oh, the first seaweed cask. Yay, you got to try it. Did it work? Yes, I bought it. There's a 60% ABV version out there. I didn't buy that. A little bit too expensive. And I said, hey, I'm going to dilute it down anyways to 46%. Let's go for this cask instead. Now, I've had this whiskey once before in my German video, and I'm going to do it again. First of all, I have to admit in this moment, I'm a loss of words for adjectives to describe this taste and this smell. All right? This is very unique and very out of the ballpark type of craziness, in my personal opinion. So, if you knows it, the first thing I get is kind of like, I remember I think it was Atbe Kelpie. You get a sweetness there, which is very interesting. The nose is not bad, but it's not what I expect from a whiskey. There's a green algae type of moment in there. I used to have an aquarium. I would sometimes scrape the sides of the aquarium with a magnet and a type of razor, and then you have to clean that magnet every once in a while, and exactly that type of aroma is what was in there. Every once in a while you had a log also in the aquarium. It started to get a little bit of green algae on there. You take it out and you go, All right, good. That's the type of note you're getting here. Do I want algae in my whiskey? Not really. Do I want seaweed in my whiskey? Not really. Why did I buy the bottle? It was so unique that I wanted to share with my friends. So sorry. Advertising works. There's a little bit of wood in there. There's a little bit of oak. There's a little bit of malt. There's a little bit of that. A lot of the seaweed, actually. All right. Cilantro to my health and to yours. Wow. That's different. At the end, I even have barrel char. You can really pick up that char there. There's a nice sweetness that's through there the whole time, but there's a massive amount of a salty type of algae type of seaweed moment that really goes through the whole entire thing. It's very vegetal. It's very you imagine lettuce that's gone bad. Yeah, one of the very few vegetables you can never put in your freezer is lettuce. And if you ever had bad lettuce before, you know that type of moment. That's what I'm getting here. It's not my preference. Now, however, I do think there's going to be like 1 in 20 or 1 in 50 people in this world. They go, wow, this stuff is really cool. I like this. This is exactly what I want. I don't belong to that small portion of the public. Is it a bad whiskey? Is it badly made? No. Does it taste bad in my personal opinion? Yes. Because it's not my flavor profile. It's not my wheelhouse. It's not what I want from whiskey. But it's exactly like it tastes exactly like you would expect a seaweed, finished in seaweed cask wood. Now, they do not put seaweed officially into the bottle. Kelpie was green. This is not green. All the flavor comes from the smoke of that second finishing barrel. All that flavor is actually through that second barrel that we get here in our glass, which is amazing and scary simultaneously. All right, so will they be doing a second batch? Probably. Will this be one of the whiskeys you buy your friend and enemy? Maybe. Is this a whiskey to try and to see if you like it? Of course. It's way out there in left field, as I said. I'm going to actually have the CEO, Patrick Shelley, here on my live stream the next couple of days. This video will actually be broadcast after that. And so he's going to talk about a little bit more about what drove him to have this unique idea to make this whiskey the way it is. So for me, actually, it's a D minus here in my view. And it's an F actually for value for money because I just don't want this again in my glass. Not my world, not my type of spirit, not my type of thing to have. But hey, I tried it, I bought it. Am I disappointed? Not really, because it's exactly what I think I should have expected. All right, thank you very much for watching. What's your opinion of the craziest cask experiment you've ever heard of? Now, I know I have a friend, his name is von Klaus Pickenell. He actually took a old herring cask and put whiskey in it and called it fishki. That is worse. That would probably be the craziest cask experiment I've ever heard of. The seaweed's up in the top 5, I must admit. So do you have any other crazy cask experiments you've heard of or actually tasted? Please put them down in the comments. That would interest me, and I think it would be a good topic to think about and to consider why not to do that sometimes. All right, WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany, tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, and if at all possible, share this video with other people so they know about this whiskey and may want to try it themselves. All right, bye-bye.